The question 3 is to simplify and evaluate logarithmic expressions. Here we have these equations. So you have one side x and one side a constant, or both the sides you have x values. You can use the properties and law of log and solve it up, but I'll tell you a shortcut using your calculator and the given options. You will have four options, isn't it? From that you can directly check the answer. You need to type one side of the equation in the calculator, 5 to the power x squared minus 3. Now type it out properly and then calculate x at different values. You will have four options. Just calculate x at, say I will do it at 3.8188. The answer is so much. Is it correct? No. I should get the right side as 72. So I will calculate now at plus and minus is there. So I will have to try both. 2.3785. And yes, it's 75.0, 72.00. Why is it? Because I'm not putting the exact value, isn't it? The exact value corresponds to this. So yes, this is moreover true. And let me just change that to minus 2.3785. If I say reduce one more decimal, and this is see not accurate enough. So at least four decimals are required. When I do it with four decimal, I'm getting a closer answer to the actual answer, 72. So this is how I can deduce this as the correct answer. What will you do in such cases over here? Same thing, type it out 4 to the power 2 alpha x and then calculate at all the four values and just write them in a piece of paper. So I will do it over here with the correct answer itself, calculated at 3.8188, and here you're getting 39,654. Now do the same thing over here at the right side. That will be 9 to the power alpha x plus 1 and calculate alpha x, the x value, sorry, at 3.8188. That is 39.6. It's almost close. Then this is the only two values. This is the only x value where these two becomes almost equal. That's how we can easily get these answers. But what about inequalities? So this is a problem, right? Because inequalities, you won't get exactly the same thing. But do the same method which I just now told you. And then I will tell you about the inequality sign. Now, for now, we will just do 7 to the power 2 alpha x, because we can't put any other variable, and calculate it at negative 0.9950. Let me write out this answer over here below this, 0.020809. And now what about this one? Here the right side, 52 to the power 4 alpha x plus 3, and now calculated at negative 0.9950. And what is the answer you're getting? See, it's almost close. It's not accurately close, but if I approximate this, it'll be 0.202081. It's almost closed, right? So this is the correct x value. Now, I'm sure you will have two x values like this, and one will have this inequality sign, and one more might have the greater than sign. Now, what will you do in such case? So there's a method. Just look into the powers over here. Look at the powers. Now, if you look at the powers, you can see there is 2n greater than 4n plus 3. Now take this as an inequality and let's solve this up. So what would you do? I will try to get the n at the first position itself. So I'll bring this 4n to the other side. It'll be minus 4n plus 2n greater than plus 3. And here we will get minus 2n greater than 3. N is greater than, over here it's minus 2. So it'll be minus n is greater than 3 by 2. And now what will happen? We have to make this positive, isn't it? We don't keep n negative. If we are making this positive, we have to multiply both the signs by negative signs. See, we cannot directly take this minus to the other side. If you're changing it, it'll be positive n, but the sign swaps, it changes, and it becomes minus 3 by 2. This is the actual method, isn't it? So here, if you're going to solve it, this is not the answer because we didn't balance these out. But if you were going to solve this, the n value, the inequality changes when you get the n. So therefore you have this over here. Here also we have inequalities. So let's solve this up. It'll be p less than or equal to phi minus p. Now we will bring this to the other side. It'll be 2p less than or equal to phi. The p is going to be positive itself. You don't need to solve it. You don't. It's a positive value, right? So we don't have to change the sign. It's going to be less than or equal to itself. The sign remains the same. But here what's going to happen? Phi y plus 3 greater than or equal to 3y. See, now this goes to the other side and it becomes y minus 3y greater than or equal to minus 3, and this sign needs to change because it's negative y, right? To make it positive, it will be less than. We are not bothered about the answer, we are just bothered about the sign of the y. So here it will be y is less than or equal to. So let's look at the answers. Here we can see it will be remaining the same, but here it will change. See the next one, it has to change to less than or equal to. Then to find the x values, just do the calculator method I just showed you. Substitute it, make this both equal to. So this is the shortest method. You can solve by properties, that is also fine. Taking log on both the sides, and then this comes down and simplify as much as you can. And then take y to one side and then solve all the other things. Now here also y is at the right side, isn't it? And then to bring it to the other side, you have to change the symbol. That's the sign. That is how we solve these problems. If you have any doubts, post them in the comments. Do try the calculator method and remember to check the sign for the inequalities.